Do you want to take your vocal mix from this to this?
At least you were on my side.
I've got a really quick trick that's going to get you there. Hey guys, Joey here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to get total control over the air in your vocal tracks. An air is a term that's often used to describe a pleasant, high-frequency presence. As long as the rest of the vocal is solid, this gives it that extra polish. Dialing in your air is easy, so let's get started. Take the track that you want to give more air to and duplicate it. I like to name this something like lead air vocal. Now filter out the lows and mids. I'm setting a high pass around 9,000 Hertz. Now put heavy compression on this track. The goal is to make it totally static. Awesome, we have an air track. Now, how do we use it? Well, there's a lot of options. You can de-ess the original vocal much harder to get more vocal body, then just bring up the air fader to taste.
You know it's irresponsible to pretend it's a favor. If I didn't know better, I'd have thought at least you were on my side. If I didn't know better, I'd have thought. If I didn't know better, I'd have thought at least you were on my side.
Don't overdo it, or the bus compressor will try to just push it back down. Which brings me to my next point. How do you pull this off with a lot of layered vocals? Well, there's three options. Number one, only keep the air from the lead vocal. In this case, doubles and stereo vocal takes are used to reinforce the body of the vocal and not the air. Number two, duplicate every vocal track and send the air tracks to their own bus. You can link these to the original tracks so that any edits you do affect both. Number three, make a send from your vocal bus to a separate air bus. This is a really cool way to do it because you can keep the exact same vocal mix. Then the air can be controlled by a single bus fader. Be careful with reverb and delay on the air tracks. Having a ton of high-frequency content ringing out after the word can be distracting to the listener. However, if you're having trouble getting a brighter reverb, then the air track could be helpful. Just make sure you're keeping the mix in mind when making modulation decisions like this. Also, make sure to listen in context. I like to compare the high end of the vocals to the cymbals and synths, since they all live in that 10 to 20K frequency range. You can get a little more volume out of this track by using an algorithmic softener to catch some of the resonance.
If I didn't know better, I'd have thought at least you were on my side. If I didn't know better, I'd have thought at least you were on my side. But you know me better than me.
That sounds great. The vocal has a high frequency sheen that makes it pop. If you have JST gain reduction too, this process is actually even easier. There's only one step. Just turn up the air knob. This automatically duplicates, filters, and compresses the high end. It's really effective since you can load this entire process as an insert. That means you don't have to clutter a session with air tracks. It can also be turned off or automated so that you only have air when you need it. Check this out.
If I didn't know better, I'd have thought at least you were on my side. If I didn't know better, I'd have thought at least you were on my side. If I didn't know better, I'd have thought at least you were on my side.
This trick doesn't just apply to vocals. You can do this with a snare drum, bass guitar, toms, really anything with a low fundamental pitch that has important high-frequency information. You can use multiband or transient designer for drums, but having the really high stuff on a fader opens up a lot of mix options. Rather than dealing with plugin automation, you can automate a fader to add or remove high-frequency content from a source. Check it out. It's a really useful tool to have when a track needs more air. Try it in your own mixes. Are you paying attention to the air in your vocals? What techniques do you use to dial it in? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to check the links in the description below and tap that bell to get notified whenever we upload new videos. Until next time, happy mixing.